How can I ignore the boy next door? I love him more than I can say. Doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and I never see him pass my way. And though I'm heart sore, the boy next door affection for me won't display. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him, the boy next door. Hey everybody, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. I was just accompanying myself on a waltz the other day, and it occurred to me that I don't think I've ever shown anybody how to do that before. And 3 immediate patterns came to mind that I always use, and I thought I would show them to you today. You'll be able to apply these patterns on just about any waltz you can think of. The ones that are in my thumbnail, like Up Jump Spring, Someday My Prince Will Come, Waltz for Debbie, My Favorite Things, pretty much any waltz you can think of, these patterns will work. And they sound like this. This is pattern number 1. It's, yeah, that's pattern number 1. Pattern number 2, it goes like this. Like that. And if you've followed me for a long time, you'll know that that pattern is fairly similar to the one that I taught you when I taught you how to play Summertime with a 2 feel. And then the third pattern is 2 dotted quarter notes, and it sounds like this. And if you put these 3 together, kind of in any way that you want to, you can have an accompaniment that can be really supportive, but it can also be really surprising because you can move back and forth between these 3. You kind of mix and match them. Like my mom used to tell me when we went school shopping, Aimee, if you get these pants, they're going to go with all 5 of these shirts. Mom, I'm not going to wear the same pants 5 days in a row. But nobody will probably know with this, which probably was the case with me wearing 5 days pants in a row also. Nobody's going to know. There's a PDF that comes along with this lesson. The PDF's only $3 this time because it's a little less involved, but it does show you my exact rhythmic arrangement for the boy next door. Now, it doesn't show you all of the notes that I play. I want to let you come up with your own notes. I will show you today, but I don't want you to read this. I just want you to take the concept and run with it so that you can apply it to every song. Of course, you can see my hands, so if you'd like to, figure out my exact notes, you can do that. But as you'll see, sometimes my choices will change. I won't do the same thing every time, but for today, all my rhythms, they'll be the same. The patterns I will use in the same spot for the boy next door. So pull up the chords to the boy next door in the key of F, because that's the key that I like to sing it in, and let's check it out. What I like to do is use the rootless voicings that I always use with my right hand. So when we talk about F major, I'll probably play this one. When we talk about D7, I'll either hop down to here or hop up to here. G minor probably will be here, but it could be here, depending. So if I start here and then I go here, then my G minor will be there, right? But if I start here and I hop up for my D7, my G minor will be here. My C7 might be here. I like that one to put the flat 9 and the 13 in it, and I think it sounds great on this song. And what you're going to do with your left hand is you're going to sing those with me. Bum, 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 bum. You got the feel of it? Now your right hand, the rhythm is... on the and of 1 and on beat 3, and they fit together like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And what you'll probably want to do is play your right hand on beat 1 with your left hand, but don't do it. Hold out for me. So you're going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Except your left hand's going to play the 1 and the 5. So left, right, 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 left, right. Every time your left hand's going 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. And of course, I mean that the numbers change with each chord. So this is the 1 in F, and this is the 5 in F. This is the 1 in D, this is the 5 in D, and so forth. Now that's our first pattern, and it'll take us through the first 8 bars. You hear how I kind of get off of it? I'm not using any pedal. And I just get right off of that first one. We want it to be, I don't know, kind of lilty. And I can't say that word without thinking of Florence Henderson. Sorry, I aged myself. I sound like I'm my mom's age, actually. There we go. Now, when you have 2 chords that are the same, one chord that lasts for 2 bars, you've got some options. You can go like I did right there, or you can go, you can drop it all the way down, you can bring it up. It's okay if your hands cross. You've got some options. Now, for the next 8 bars, I like to switch it up to pattern number 2. And after 8 bars is a good time to do that. I wouldn't do it after 4 bars, that's too soon, at least to start the tune off. I'd wait for after 8 bars or after 16 bars, someplace that, you know, really makes sense in the form. But the second one goes like this. That's what your left hand's gonna do. And then your right hand's gonna hit right after it to finish it. So the rhythm is doo-ba-doo-ba, 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 doo-ba-doo-ba. And you're gonna have left, 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 right, left, 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 right every time. So the left hand starts the figure, the right hand finishes it. Like that. So we're doing the same thing with the right hand. I'll probably use this for G minor, this for C7. These are just the rootless voicings that I always teach you. F major, probably D minor right there. And we're only going to do this for 4 bars. So here we go. We go 1, 5, 9 chord. 1, 5, 9 chord. 1, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9 chord. And like I said, it's okay if your hands cross. So it's 1, 5, 9 chord. 1, 5, 9 chord. 1, 5, 9 chord. Like that. And if you don't like the sound of your hands crossing, you can either drop the octave with your left hand, or you can switch the inversion with your right hand. So say you don't like the sound, you can try like this. Here. But if I did that, if my hands weren't close together, I'd probably finish that with my left hand, because it would sound disjointed, I think, it's not so bad, but you know. And then, let's see, F, if you don't want your hands to cross. So that could be here. And then back to this one, maybe. That way you make sure your hands don't cross. But I don't mind hands crossing at all. In fact, I prefer it. And then for the next one, we're just going to do dotted quarter notes. So you have to be able to feel that rhythm. It's a little hard. Sing it with me. Da, 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 da. It's the 1 and the and of 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 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 and 1 and 2. Ba, ba. And all I do is I play a voicing that I think sounds good down low, and then I play another one up high. So we've got this B half diminished chord. That's a nice one, like this, just a nice open voicing that has the root in the bottom. And then the second one doesn't have to have the root in the bottom because you've already established it. And then you could hop back down and do this one. Something like that. Those are pretty cool notes. But you could also, instead of going from left to right, you could go left, right, right, left. And I really like that kind of a thing too, so you can kind of decide. But I'm going to do it for the whole 4 bars here, so let's go. I don't know about that one. That's a lot of tenths, isn't it? I don't know if you can reach that. This is a nice way. That's a good one. Let's try this one though. That's another nice choice. You have lots of choices. The only thing you don't want to do is a lot of doubles. So you notice when I choose this one, I don't have a double. I have every note of B half diminished. And then if I play it again up here, I have 1 double. I'm leaving the B out, which is fine. We don't want to have more than 1 double. Like I wouldn't want to add another D in there. That's too many Ds. Then it doesn't sound like the chord anymore. You could also do this, and that would be fine. And then as many common tones as you can keep is good. So that works nicely. And then dropping it, you might do this one or this one. You could do this one. And then we're going to go back to and then here on bars 7 and 8 of the B section, we're going to do this dotted quarter again, so pattern 3, and we'll do it something like that. We'll hit the G7 here, G7 here, and now C. Oh, it's C sharp 7. We'll hit the G7 here, and now C sharp 7 sharp 5, which I think I missed when I played it originally at the beginning. I thought that was a C7. Anyway, we can fix that easily. We need this kind of a sound. Something like that is nice. Let's hear how it sounds with the melody. Affection for me won't display. Yeah, another way to think about C sharp 7 with a sharp 5 is that it's almost the exact same thing as G7, right? Here's a G7. If you just substitute the C sharp for exactly what you had for G7, what was the 3 and the 13 and the 9 become the 7 and the sharp 9 and the sharp 5. It's pretty hip. So you could keep the exact same thing with a new bass note and just repeat it up at the top. Now we're going to go back to the first pattern. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him. Now back to C sharp 7, and we're going to do this one. 1, 5, 9, and then the 3 and 7 probably. Boy next door. Ooh, except I've got us going back to pattern number 1 after that, so we go boy next door, and that finishes it. You can see that these patterns would work. If I played Someday My Prince Will Come, I could use it. Someday my prince will come. Someday I'll find my love, and how thrilling that moment will be when the prince of my dreams comes to me. He'll See? Cool, right? Just those 3 patterns and you make such an interesting accompaniment. If you try anything, tag me on Instagram so I can see what you're doing to make this accompaniment your own and to just employ it into all of the waltzes that you take on. You can get the PDF by clicking the card that's up in the corner. And just thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you next time on Aimee Nolte Music.